back rows. But here for a good matchup, LaFayette coming off a big region win against Southeast last week. So they're 1-0 in the region. We fell against Ridgeland last week, so we were 0-1. Almost had them, just couldn't quite get it done. I'm Kevin Terry here with Jeff Green, the rest of the broadcasting crew. Jeff, it's cooled off a little bit. It's a perfect night for football, really, and I think this is going to be a little tougher Lafayette team than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about them so far, Kevin. They had a good win like you talked about last week, and they're coping with some injuries. We are too, so it'll be interesting to see how the things shake out here tonight.
Our leading tailback, Gabe Ogle, is still kind of going through some protocols to get back healthy and 100%, so he's out tonight. And Logan Lowe leads us in receptions so far this year, and I think touchdowns as well. He's a big touchdown guy for us. He's going to sit this one out as well, so a little bit shorthanded. We'll see. Lafayette hasn't played a extremely tough schedule so far, but they are 3-2 and 1-0 in the region. So we'll see what how it's going to shake out. They do have a couple of weapons. They told us to keep an eye on number 2, number 22, and number 5. So we see a 2 and 22 back deep right now for the Ramblers. They will receive. Yeah,
we won the toss and deferred it, Kevin. So obviously the Ramblers are going to take the ball, and Britton's got it teed up and they're ready to go.
Anderson Britton, just a sophomore, has done a great job this year. Has a lot of touchbacks. That one's going to be near the goal line. Nope, that's going to be about 5 yards deep. So another touchback for Anderson.
Yeah, he did that a time or two last week against Ridgeland, and then they went to that little, I guess, pooch-style kick there, trying to see if Sam maybe could get on it down there. And a couple of times we kicked it out of bounds, so that might hurt his average on the kickoffs. But he can hit it through the end zone anytime he wants to. There's no doubt about that.
Sure can. He did have a little bit of a breeze helping him that time, but he doesn't need much one anyway. But the Ramblers are going to take over here at the 20, 1st and 10. The sun is finally going down over the horizon, and a little bit of a cool breeze tonight.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Just about 20 minutes ago, that was like pink and just awesome out here at sunset.
As we're moving gear into the stadium, it was awful hot earlier, but not anymore. It's cooled off nicely.
Yeah, Maddox Rose just kind of was showing blitz from, I guess, from his safety position. Crossed over the line of scrimmage and was called for a offside, so not a great way to start. 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up 1st and 5 for Lafayette.
So Ramblers coming with a little bit of a hard count, maybe get him to trying to time out. He got us jumping again.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to give him a first down without even snapping the ball.
Yep, 56 there. The nose tackle for Heritage jumped that time. So at this rate, they're going to, well, they'll be in field goal position here in about 7 or 8 more plays.
Lafayette's quarterback, number 5, Jalen Ramsey, super athlete. Not a huge kid, but he is quick. The tailback you'll see there is Clements. He's a junior. Got really fast wheels. And to that far side in the slot, number 22, that's Taylor. Give here to Clements. Nothing doing. We got him stuffed.
Sure did. Someone got some good penetration, forced him back inside, and it looked like Matthew Johnson finished him off. Maddox Rose, they give the credit for the tackle.
There's about 4 or 5 generals there he could have given it to. He's doing a pretty good job of that this year, just kind of gang tackling people, swarming to the ball. 2nd and 11 coming up here.
We're showing blitz again. I don't think anybody came across the line there, but they've stopped it as if
They're calling this one on Lafayette.
Well, that's good. It's 2-1 then on those. Right now we're still down 1. Heritage has been blitzing a little bit more, I guess, the past game and a half or so. I know they did it a lot against Ridgeland. Had some success getting a little bit of heat on their quarterback. But I don't remember them doing it that much early in the year. Looks like they're wanting to do that some tonight.
We went those first 2 or 3 games, and I don't know if we had a sack in those first 3 games, and we had the quarterback last week scrambling around pretty good. This time they bring Taylor in motion, hand it to him. He's going to get a couple yards back. Can bring up 3rd and very long.
Yeah, it looks to be about 14. Kind of ran that little run-pass option there. Ramsey gave it to the running back, and they were able to stop him there. Pete Padgett got the tackle.
Lafayette runs out of this spread, but it's a lot of just kind of old-school football. Some buck sweep, jet, a little bit of power. Going deep here. Sam's got it picked off.
I don't know if
Looks
he held
like he
on.
did drop it, though. He might have dropped it.
They're going to say he caught it, but I think he did drop it. We might have got away with one there.
Looks like essentially a long putt anyway,
yeah.
But we'll see what they call here. They're going to talk about it.
He got up as if he didn't catch it, I think, and when the referee spotted it, he kind of like, yeah, I had it, but.
Set the ball down on the 35. Now they're still discussing it, though.
Could have been about a 40-yard kick if they. I mean, that's probably better than a punt for most high school kickers.
They're going to call it incomplete, which I think, like you're saying, it's probably going to work out better for us. They're going to have to come out and punt it.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. We're looking through glass up here. My eyes aren't very good anyway, and it kind of looked weird. It just didn't look like he held it all the way through, and I guess he didn't.
He kind of had the Rambler receiver underneath him a little bit as he was kind of tripped him up. I really think this will probably work out better for us anyway. We've got Cade Canary back deep. Looks like Dylan Bryan back there beside him. The Ramblers are kicking into that breeze. It's not a huge wind, but it's noticeable out there.
He's kicking from about the 16-yard line. We got a little rush coming in there.
Box got it blocked. Trying to get on it. We're going to fall on it right around the 20-yard line. So special teams coming up early here.
Yep, I think Pete Padgett got in there and blocked it with two hands. And I couldn't tell if Jonathan Washburn picked it up over there or not. But that's going to set us up a lot better than that interception would have, Kevin.
Absolutely. I heard Coach Broom down on the field pregame mention something to Coach Hyde about the punter, and they noticed something there for sure. And so Hyde brings the heat there, brings the house, and gets a block. We're in good position here. Nick Hansen stands on his 25 in the shotgun. Three receivers to this near side. Gets Paxton McCrary on the carry. Again, Gabe Ogle sitting this one out.
Yeah, it was a nice play there by the LaFayette defender, but he's hurt his arm or wrist or something. He's coming off. I can't make out his number. Is that 5? I can't tell. That's Stevens, I believe, made the tackle, but he's holding his arm. Made a nice play forking in there to get contact in the backfield.
Might be number 9, Darian Stevens, the injured Rambler. And Paxton McCrary, just a freshman.
Yeah, we left early Sam out of the slot position.
I noticed that quite a bit last week, and we didn't always get called on it, but they were kind of getting a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, I thought they've been doing that all year, Kevin. Looks like Sam especially, it's like and maybe he's just that fast, but that one, I think he definitely left early there.
Nick's always in that shotgun. He kind of does a little silent count there with his foot or his hands, and I think Sam's trying to time it out like a defensive end would, and just going a little too early there. Second and about 15. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. Dylan Bryan's open.
Still open.
Nick was scrambling, though. He got a little bit of pressure in his face where he couldn't see it.
Yeah, he had him for a little bit of had a pretty good time to get it to him there as he was rolling to his right. It looked like Bryan was open, like you said, for 2 or 3 seconds. We just couldn't. Once he got shoved out of the pocket there, it made it a tougher throw.
So third and looks like about 15. Got to get all the way down near the 10-yard line for a first down.
And that'd be about a 42-yard field goal from there, so might be in Anderson's range, but we need some yardage here.
Sam in the slot going across the middle. Nick's found him. It's going to be a touchdown.
Perfect throw right there by Nick. Nice.
Sam got a free release that time, and the previous play on second down, they had a man right in his face. But that time he got a free release across the middle, and Nick waited and found him right when he crossed that linebacker.
Fed it right in that window, man. They've been pretty good on those little crossing routes to him and Logan, to be honest with you, Logan Lowe. That was perfect. Nothing you can do really on the defense right there.
Anderson is going to take this. We're throwing it up to Sam in the corner for 2. We've got it.
Wow, what a play right there.
Just before we snapped it, Anderson tossed that little kicking block behind him. And they snapped it there. Not sure who that was beside him that threw the pass.
I thought it was Britton, but like you said, I didn't see it either. I just saw the ball going up. I saw him lining up in that formation. And Chris said they had a little something like that designed, and they they were able to do it right then.
Had Sam one-on-one. Of course, caught the Ramblers a little bit off guard there.
Sure did, 8-0. You don't see that a lot. And, well, I guess you do some, but that to get a 2-point conversion on your first touchdown, that's pretty awesome.
9:06 left in this first quarter. It's a pretty quick score for the Generals. Really what we needed to do is jump right on these Ramblers. They come in with a little bit of confidence with a big win over Southeast last week. Don't want to let them hang around too long. Want to take any hope they might have. Anderson on to kick it nice and high. And again, about 3 or 4 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback. He's getting a lot of publicity, a lot of looks from colleges just because he can do that right there.
Yeah, there is a flag down, Kevin. I didn't see what happened. One of our guys fell to the ground late. Looks like we've got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, if I saw that correctly. And I just caught the tail end of that. I thought it might have been Anderson that got knocked to the ground there. I may be wrong.
I didn't see it either. I did see that flag coming in a few seconds after the play.
Wow, that's going to put him on, what, about the 35, I guess. Looks like that's where they're going to spot it.
The touchback would have put him at the 20. Now we've spotted him 15.
3 penalties on us already, 1 on LaFayette. And we're early in the game. We got to get some of that straightened out.
Sure do. And you know, some weeks it doesn't kill you when you're playing like last week against Ridgeland or some of these teams we've got coming up, Pickens, Northwest. And, you know, we just can't afford to make some mistakes like that. We don't want to give a team like Lafayette extra yardage either. Tailback Clements up the middle for a couple yards.
Yeah, we had him in the backfield there. He kind of squirmed away a little bit, and then we slung him forward. I think he was going to get stopped with about a 3-yard loss, but his momentum got him the yard or two that he did get. So 2nd and 8. Our line's getting a lot of penetration so far against Lafayette's offensive front.
Lafayette didn't have a ton of size. I was watching during warm-ups. Had a few nice-looking kids and big kids, but I think our line on both sides of the ball should have a pretty good night tonight. There's a few more yards there, a good 4 or 5 yards on 2nd down.
Yeah, that's Ramsey. He's really fast. He's quick, too. Pretty good little basketball player, and he can make a lot of moves. And that time he picked up about 5 just on a little off-tackle run there.
It's like 3rd and 4 coming up. They got to get to the 45 for a first down.
Heritage shuffling a couple of guys to the front. Looks like Padgett's back in. And we're going to get a timeout now.
So Fayette's going to think it over. Pretty big 3rd down early on the game. 3rd and 4 coming up. 7:46 left in the first quarter. It's Heritage 8, Lafayette 0. Third down coming up. Fayette calling the timeout to think it over. Paul Ellis, the coach at Lafayette, trying to get things turned around down here. It's up the middle. We've got him stuffed, though.
Sure did. We hit him about as soon as Ramsey handed the ball to the running back, and he might have got a couple, but he's still 2 or 3 yards short of that first down. I wouldn't think they'll go for it, but so far they hadn't pulled the offense off the field.
It's one of those play calls where you would think that was a 2-yard play, so they might have been thinking ahead, but now they are going to run a kicking team onto the field. Try to punt it away.
Yeah, so a big stop. Be ready here for a fake.
We blocked the last one, so we'll see if Lafayette does anything different with their protection. Again, we have Dylan Bryan and Kate Canary back deep. High snap. They get it away this time. It's a low kick toward Cade's way. He's going to bounce and take a weird bounce away from right in between Cade and Dylan. So they're going to both just stay away, and we're going to take over about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it was a low kick. He got a decent roll out of it, but Heritage will have a decent field position. Not great there at the 25, 26-yard line. We're just going to keep it here with you, Kevin, as Jeffrey stepped away a little bit.
So good start so far. We kicked it off to Lafayette, forced them to punt and blocked it. Got great field position. Our offense took advantage of that. After a 5-yard penalty, we went backwards, but then we hit Sam over the middle for a touchdown. Now we forced another punt from Lafayette. See if Nick and the offense can keep it rolling here. Looking to run this time. That's McCrary, the freshman. He's got some space this time. Pretty good blocking. Going to get 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, he looked pretty good there. That first or second run that I've seen Paxton with, he runs kind of upright, but he's got a good stride to him.
Quite an athlete, and it's pretty impressive for any freshman to step on the varsity field, and here he is starting tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's a good kid. We had him in the summer for our basketball team, and I really enjoyed working with him. He's an animal on the basketball court with not really that many moves. He just hustles and puts balls in the basket.
We're going to call on him a lot tonight. Gabe out of the lineup. Of course, we're trying to limit Maddox's touches a little bit on offense because he plays so much defense.
Yeah, they got him that time. Now they need to blow the whistle there. There's about 8 guys had him wrapped up.
Paxton refusing to go down, but then he took a couple extra shots there, kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, Patterson, I believe 16, had him wrapped up pretty much right as he got the ball. Everybody else came in there trying to rip the ball. He did a good job of holding on. It's third and about 5 or 6, I think.
Fayette's defense forcing us into another third down.
Looks like Rose is back in the backfield now.
2 receivers to both sides. Sam's in that far slot. Nick looking to throw. He's got Kate Canary over the middle. Oh, he just dropped it. Would have had the first down.
Yeah, definitely first down yardage. He might have taken his eye off of that, looking to where he was going to go with it. Pretty good throw by Nick. Cade doesn't drop that too many times.
Cade's getting back. He's had that ankle bothering him and played with it last week. Was definitely hobbled a little bit last week. Not 100%. He's not quite 100% this week either. Looked pretty good in warm-up, so I wasn't favoring it too much. Definitely need to get him healthy. This is Bradley Cass going to kick it away, that rugby style. He's got a good one here too.
Yeah, that might get over his head. Well, they got it.
We fielded. We missed him. Had 4 generals running by the ball and can get across the 40-yard line.
Canary got him there, held on by a thread of his jersey. It looked like that was Ramsey on a return. And he got about 20 yards on that return, maybe 15. So a pretty good return there by the Ramblers. Got him up here about the 40-yard line.
He is quick. You don't see too many quarterbacks returning punts. But,
he plays in the band too, I think.
Does it all. He looks to the sideline and gets the play. 2 receivers both sides.
Looks like man-to-man down here.
Going to go jet right here and can find a few yards on it before he's popped. Was that Zach Brown hitting him?
Probably so. He got about 6 yards. He got a pretty good spot. I didn't think he got past the 45 at all, but they've got him marked out around the 46. They gave Randolph credit for the tackle. And Brown, you're right.
So 2nd and 6. Ramblers offense trying to find some rhythm. Ramsey in the shotgun, looking to keep it here.
Boy, he's quick.
He's got some moves done. He's dancing
Sure
for the
does.
first down.
Sure does. We came hard off this end over here, and he just pretty much used that to his advantage, cut it right up inside. picked up about 10 yards.
Found a pretty good running lane on that one. They took advantage of a little bit of our penetration and had some nice blocking. Ramsey's quick. They don't throw it much. They've only thrown the ball about 17 times all season. So they're going to keep it on the ground a lot. So 1st and 10, Ramblers in General's territory. Swing it out here to number 3. He's got it blocked up, and he's gone. Sam's going to try to chase him down. And Sam will about the 4-yard line and lays a pop on him.
Sure did, and they're going to flag that. There's no way that should be a penalty, guys. I mean, he's going to score if Sam doesn't hit him. What? Did he get him helmet to helmet, Kevin?
He must have. I mean, he got him up high. He was just knocking him out, but he must have got helmet to helmet. It's one of those where, you know, in college or NFL, it's probably not a penalty there, but they're really going to protect guys in high school. But
I mean, he's got to do that, or he's going to walk in for a touchdown. There's nothing else Sam can do there. He's coming from
short of two-hand touch. It was a good lick. He just, I guess, got him too high. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's honest. It's not going to hurt us unless it is. Yeah, it's called a personal foul. So Sam's got a targeting call on him. He can't get another one. As far as yards-wise, it's only going to be about 6 inches.
Yeah, I think he's knocked out about the 3 or 4, so half the distance puts it just inside the 2. 1st and goal for the Ramblers, though. They caught us on that little swing pass. Clement's up the middle. He's going to get in for a score.
Yeah, sure did. That was just all line surge there by LaFayette. They powered it right in there. So that's 8-6. We'll see if they kick the one or try to tie it.
Got the kicker out there. Going to lay the block down on the 10-yard line. Ramblers put up 30-something points on Southeast last week. Do have some athletes. Kick is up. It is good. A long, high extra point. With 3:43 left in this first quarter, the Ramblers have answered. It's 8-7. With LaFayette, it often turns into a bit of a cakewalk for us. And got the sense our guys, and maybe even this announcer was thinking, you know, this is going to be an easy game. And then LaFayette says, not so fast. And the offense looked pretty impressive on that drive. Opted to go for the extra point there instead of going for 2. That may loom kind of large here. We'll watch and see. Hopefully we'll get things going on offense and turn this into a cakewalk, but not yet.
A little pooch kick, yeah. Oh, don't let that bounce. Woo, we got to be careful letting that bounce. We got to come up and catch that thing there. I can't tell you who that was, number 19 for Heritage.
That was Aiden Howell.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You don't know where that ball is going to go, and it's kind of caught a break there. Yeah, you talked about Lafayette's offense. They ran the ball there, 3 or 4 times for some pretty good yardage, and then hit us with that little wide receiver screen for a long one down there to set up the running touchdown. We blocked a punt that set up our first score, and then we kind of had a little trick play there to get the 2-point conversion, which that's the reason we're up 8-7 now, is that little play out of the extra point formation.
That's it. Yeah, our offense really just hit that one play to Sam across the middle. Other than that, Lafayette's got us contained. Got 3 receivers to the far side. Sam's down here. It's like one-on-one with number 11.
Yeah, we need to take advantage of that.
Looks like Maddox Rose maybe in the backfield. It is Sam over here. Trying to get it to him on a little hook.
He had some space there. That guy would have had to make an open field tackle on Sam. I like our chances there, but you got to catch it first.
Defender was kind of tight there. Maybe a good, stop and go later in the game.
Especially without that safety over here. I don't know. why anybody would do that, but they got away with it right there. I mean, Sam's had a few drops this year, not many. He had a couple last week that we couldn't tell if they were deflected or not, but he didn't catch it.
So 2nd and 10. Same formation. This time we'll run it the other way. It appears to be Maddox Rose. Only going to get a couple yards, though.
Yeah, that started out with some promise, and then it kind of, LaFayette got there and took away that hole pretty quickly. Ran away from Kobe that time over there to the right side.
3rd and 8.
Yeah, that's a big play right here because if LaFayette can get off the field, they're going to have all the momentum here headed into near the end of the first quarter. 3 receivers this way, Kevin.
Flip that formation around. Got Sam on the short side of the field across the way. Looking for Dylan over the middle. No, that's Sam. A little too tall for him.
Yeah, just too high there. Nick had some time.
Had Dylan and Sam converging kind of right there around midfield. Going to force another punt.
Yeah. The last one we hit it pretty good. Cass hit it pretty good on that rugby style, but Ramsey made a nice return out of it.
Yeah, Bradley's been doing a good job, especially with the rugby style. He can punt a traditional punt. He boomed some in warm-ups. In the game, he's had more success with this. That one's low.
That's a ground ball to third.
It's going to work out, though.
Wow.
It looked pretty nice on the stat sheet. That was one of those almost hit somebody right in the back.
Yeah, I might could have blocked that one with my 6-inch elevation. That one was a ground ball right off the start.
2:39 in this first quarter, and LaFayette's offense is back out there.
Good field position, too, right about the 39. I don't know if we got, looks like we've got another penalty. They're marking us. They've got it spotted in our own territory around the, maybe it hit one of our players, Kevin, and that's where it's down.
Maybe.
It had to be what it is. 47-yard line of Heritage. That's crazy.
So Jalen Ramsey leads the offense back out there for the Ramblers. It's homecoming night down here in Lafayette. They'd love nothing more than to get a big victory tonight over the Generals. So I guess it did touch one of us. Didn't square us in the back, but must have grazed somebody. Clements up the middle. He's got some space.
Well, nice play right there. I think
Good tackle by Sam.
Sam made a great play there.
Clements was trying to bounce it outside, and Sam was Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, he took that angle away really fast. The only other player out there would have been Jackson Martin, but it would have been a lot of space for Jackson to make that tackle. So Sam saved the day there.
Just to pick up a 3, looked like it was going to be a lot more than that. Got 3 receivers to this near side. Again, Ramsey in the shotgun. Bring Taylor in motion. That jet sweep again. He's got 3 or 4 or 5 more yards.
Yeah, he's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down. I'd say 2, maybe 3 yards short, but that was a pretty good little run there.
It's nothing too complicated on offense for the Ramblers, but they've got some weapons, and the plays complement one another very well, so they got a little bit of counteraction. You can't be too focused on one thing, or they'll come back with something else.
Yeah, you got to stay home because Ramsey can hold that thing and go the other way with it, so got to be careful not to overcommit to that strong side.
Their line was a little leaky those first couple of plays, but since then they've been getting some good blocks set up.
Sure have, and there might be in 2-down territory here. They thought about it earlier.
Up the middle, just straight power.
Yeah, he got the first down according to that guy on the far side over there. So
they move the sticks. Be 1st and 10. Ball spotted right there on the 36, looks like.
He's on it tonight, ain't he?
yeah, that's got to be getting close to the end of the first quarter. We're under a minute, about 55 seconds left.
We've had the ball a few times, but they've been not for very long.
No, Lafayette's played a pretty good game after that blocked punt. They've settled down on both sides of the ball.
Lafayette checks the play there, running out of time, going to call a timeout. They're trying to read the wristband and couldn't quite figure out what they needed to be in. So Ramsey's going to take a timeout and think it over here. 36 seconds left in this first quarter. LaFayette takes their second timeout of the half. They got one remaining in the closing seconds here of this first quarter. 36 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Ramblers. Give here to Clements. We've got him stuffed, though. He's going to lose about 3 yards.
You got that pretty good. We almost got the ball ripped away there. Looked like 22 was trying to strip him there. Matthew Jackson got the tackle. That might do it for this quarter. Coming up on 15, we'll see how they want to play it.
Fayette's shuffling some guys around. Just 10 seconds. Not sure if they'll get this play off or not.
It looks like they want to.
Yeah, they're trying to. Ramsey moves a man in motion. Gar going to snap it.
Watch
little
that
option
reverse.
action.
We got a chance to get the ball. Oh.
We got that receiver in motion there, and we blew it up, really.
Yeah, that was a train wreck in slow motion for LaFayette. We almost caught that pitch.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse for LaFayette, but it's going to be a huge loss. Bring up 3rd and forever when we get back here in the second quarter. You're in. Your score at the end of 1. It's Heritage 8, LaFayette 7. LaFayette tries a little trickeration there to end the first quarter and backfires. Looked like we had a chance to knock that ball loose and really do something with it, but
there was a lot that could have gone wrong there, Kevin. I mean, heck, we ended up getting a big loss out of it. The chains are a little late getting back up here, but yeah, that was one that could have turned into a touchdown heading the other way for Heritage. We played it really well.
The chain gang really slow getting the memo in the second quarter.
Yeah, they got on the scoreboard 3rd and 23. That looks about right. It's a long way back there. We're in our regular 3-4 defense. Got 2 safeties back, so.
Ball's just at midfield there. They've got to get all the way down to the 26 for a first down.
Yeah, we don't need to jump here and give them a free shot at it. Just let them throw underneath and make a tackle.
Two receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Got a little screen set up. I think it's going to hit the ground or yeah, incomplete.
It was weird. Yeah, we got a lot of rush in there. We came up with a ball there, but I guess it was incomplete.
It was almost set up. Had a few blockers out there. Just couldn't quite connect on it to the running back, trying to sneak him out there.
And we're good at doing those too, and that's the type of situation you can run that in, because you think in pass, you get 3 or 4 guys there on the quarterback, then you don't have anybody back to tackle with those blockers coming at you. So good call there by LaFayette. They just didn't execute it right.
Punter back out there. Going to bring some heat again. Almost get there.
Shied away from him a little bit.
Dillon here looking for the reverse. Fake it
Got some room. He's got something here. He may go all the way, Coach. We've got a flag on a play. 25 yards back.
Yeah, we blocked a guy we didn't even have to block back here.
Oh, my
Got him
goodness.
right in the back. Guy wasn't going to make a play on Dylan there, but we blocked him anyway, right in the back.
Looks like it was Cade Canary.
We faked it to him. It's somebody else on the block over there. Yeah, we brought Canary all the way over here and looked like we were going to fake the reverse. Well, we did fake the reverse. Looked like we were going to pitch it to him. But
that was pretty well designed. We had a convoy over there on that side. I didn't think was going to be anybody over there tackling him, but somebody made a good play to get him around about the 47. But it's all for naught anyway. That's going to bring him way back, probably inside our 10-yard line.
Fayette's kind of on the field position game so far. Again, really the key moment of the game was a block punt and then the ensuing touchdown to Sam. But other than that, it's really been all Lafayette so far. Coach Hyde digging pretty deep in the playbook there on some of these special teams. The 2-point conversion and then doing the reverse here on the punt, a fake reverse. So 1st and 10 balls on the 15-yard line. Got to go 85 yards for a touchdown. Looking, that's Dylan Bryan, looking for him on a slant. That was a fastball about 100 miles an hour.
Well, Nick does pitch. So it was a good catch, I guess, by Dylan. I missed it. I'm sorry about that.
Went right through his hands. It was a little too fast to catch there without a mitt.
Nick's got to get it back together a little bit. He had that good throw to Sam. It was perfect. And I don't know if we've completed another one since then. This could be a place for one of our screens here.
Second and 10. Maddox Rose with the handoff, looking for some room. Going to get 2.5 yards maybe.
Yeah, not much there. Lafayette, another good job right there. Got us in a pretty much a sure passing down now. 3rd and, what, about 7 or 8?
Yeah, we'll call it 7. Ramblers so far, nothing flashy, but pretty impressive. They're giving us fits here. Their defensive units held up really well when their offense and special teams was giving them some field position to work with.
Got Sam with some room right there in the slot. That safety's kind of cheating up now.
Got a man open
here.
He's
running wide open, Coach.
It's Dylan Bryan.
Oh, no.
Oh. Had him.
Yeah, had to wait on it a little bit.
It was underthrown just a tad, wasn't it?
Sure was. Had him right up the seam. Went unguarded.
That's one of those, he was so wide open, and Nick probably was like, I'm just going to make sure I get it out there. And
might have had a rough in the passer. I took my eye off Nick, but they're talking about it. There is a flag on the play. Obviously, if it's on Heritage, they're going to decline it.
Flag on Lafayette. It looked like it's right there around where the linebackers would be or the safeties, but
I said a blindside block up here in the press box. I didn't see. That's weird. Why would they be blocking anybody? They're on defense. But I saw the Falcons get 2 defensive holding calls last week that I hadn't seen in a long time on a run play.
So Lafayette with some kind of penalty going to spot us a first down. And looking for Dylan. Nope, Sam underneath.
Wow, Sam with some power there. Gets about 8 or 9 yards right there. They hit him pretty quick, but
he was hit at 4 or 5 yards and dragged him on for another 3 or 4.
Sure was. They had 3 or 4 guys on him too. He was driving his legs. Might be shaking up a little bit, but got 7 on that play right across the middle.
Second and caught a long 2 yards. Twins to both sides. Looks like Paxton McCrary back in at tailback.
This could be a draw right here. Nope, they're going to
looking to throw to Sam. Got a little screen set up. Cade giving him a good block over there.
Yeah, he might have blocked him while the ball was in the air, but he was only a yard down the line, so it's not going to be an offensive pass interference call because it's in that little zone there. So good play design right there by Jake or Coach Slaughter.
had the benefit of one LaFayette penalty here, but at least we got the sticks moving a couple times. Got a little bit of a groove here for the offense.
Quarter score, Northwest Whitfield 7, Ridgeland 7, Pickens 10, Southeast 7.
9:46 left in this first half. 8-7 your score. We got another drop here. Our receiver's having a little bit of trouble hanging on to it tonight. It was a little low, maybe.
Yeah, Dylan probably should have caught it. Probably said he should have caught it, but Nick's got to get that ball up. He had some room if he throws it chest level there to do some damage, but once he bent down there to get it, it almost really didn't matter.
Our offense is so well designed, and the guys do such a good job of calling plays. But it just takes, I don't know, a little bit of rhythm to it. And sometimes this year we've had trouble kind of finding it. In years past we have too. We'll get it going. This time Nick has nowhere to go with it.
They may call grounding here.
A man right in his face.
Dylan was out here, but he was a good 15 yards downfield. They are going to throw the flag now, so.
It'll be an intentional grounding.
Nick had some time, but looked like their defender pushed our blocker right back in his kitchen there, and then the next thing you know, he didn't have anywhere to go, so he just got rid of it.
If they got some penetration, Nick kind of rolled right into it,
sure
too.
Did.
It was kind of a designed bootleg there, not boot, but a designed rollout.
And that's a loss of down, too, so that's not good. That's going to bring up, third and about 20 probably. Oh, it's way down there.
Yeah, we got to get all the way down to about the 42-yard line on the other side of the field.
It's about third and about 20, 28. This could be our screen right here.
Third down, 27.
Two receivers to both sides. Throwing over the middle to Sam. He's got it.
Man.
Still needs to get a little bit further for the first down.
He might have it. I think
He's got it.
He got it.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. About a 30-yard pickup there to convert the third down. Wow.
Third and 27. Sam gets it back. It was a great throw by Nick right there. He put it right where he could keep going, right in stride. Sam made at least two guys miss, and then he got the rest of it just kind of lunging forward. Huge pickup.
Dodged a couple tacklers and then drug one just far enough for the first down.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best weapons we've ever had, and we've had some good ones.
He's going to take a breather here. We got three receivers to the far side. Looks like Jackson Martin down here on this near side, isolated.
Oh no, we're in trouble.
Like somebody went the wrong way maybe on that one.
Yeah, and we blocked somebody, I think. We clipped somebody in the backfield. They were a hold, yep.
Maddox Rose was the tailback there, and he went one way. Nick kind of went the other, and I think it was definitely a busted play.
Yeah, it had to be. Nick tried to get around there and make the most of it. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but whoever was the running back there, I believe, held the defender.
Yeah, we tackled a Rambler on this near side of the line.
Well, they got an illegal shift, and they've got a hold, too, so I guess they'll take the holding. Well,
They may have just declined the hold. I don't know.
it may have been offsetting. I didn't see the first one,
Maybe.
but they didn't mark anything off on us.
They've got it 2nd and 10, so
I think they messed that up. Maybe not. Nope, we're going to play it.
looking to throw here. Is that Dylan?
I believe so, right in the slot.
Good catch that time with his hands. Going to get the first down.
Yeah, he just got the shotgun snap and just stood up and threw it right to him there. They didn't have him covered off the line, so he had a lot of room there just to
27 or 28.
catch it first down. We're inside the 30 now, about the 27.
Thank you.
Dylan had a couple of receptions last week. Did have her touchdown against the Panthers.
27 spot. Make 27.
So the Generals offense on the move.
Yeah, we're getting close to Britton's field goal range. We might already be there, but we need to go ahead and get this thing in there for the score.
Going to pitch it to Sam, trying to get him some room.
Oh,
Fayette
no.
does a good
Wow.
job there.
I didn't like that hit there from the safety.
Yeah, they had him held up, and then
Yeah, he came in straight with his head. It looked from here. I mean, we're a good ways away from him. It is almost like a spear, and that was dangerous.
yeah, Sam felt that one. He's kind of shaking that one off. Got
Yeah.
a couple yards on it. Just never really had anything open up for him.
That could have been called. I mean, they called one on him down there. There was nothing else he could do. That one was just a straight up, come in, I'm going to hit you with the crown of my helmet.
Got Sam down here on this near side. Two receivers to the far side.
No,
Looking
he's
at
open
Sam.
deep. He's open.
Little stop and go action. Underthrown.
Oh, it's got to be
just a
interference.
tad.
Willie?
Sam was trying to come back to it. Rambler really had position on him there, but never returned to look back at the ball.
No, ran over him, and that's 99 times out of 100, that's interference. That should have been a 15-yard penalty, in my opinion. But no call.
No, again, just barely underthrown. Sam got behind him.
Had to wait on it a little bit, and the defender got back. But still, like you said, he never turned. That should have been – he made contact before the ball got there.
Sam had a couple of plays last week. We had a beautiful adjustment on a couple of those balls. It was kind of a 50-50 jump ball. Right there, he kind of got ran over. Setting up a screen here. That's Maddox Rose. He's got some blockers. Gets down across the 15. He's going to be just short of the first down, I believe.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that screen all day, and we get it there.
Correction, he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, they're moving the chains down there, so that's awesome. We're inside the red zone there at about the 14, it looks like.
Got my lines crisscrossed as I look to that far side of the field there for the sticks.
It's a little bit different angle than what we have at Heritage. We're actually inside tonight, and our camera guys are outside. Guys from the class, Jeffrey Polly and Matthew Swanson, doing a good job. We even got Mr. Polly here helping us tonight, so that's kind of cool.
So 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Just swing it out here to Canary through his hands. He rolls into the linesman over there. We've had a few of those tonight.
If my memory's not great, but that's 4. Just kind of from my memory.
Yeah, 4, maybe 5.
All of them haven't been great throws, but for our receivers usually make those catches. We've got a good group.
6:33 left in the first half. It is homecoming here tonight at LaFayette, so they're going to have some homecoming festivities at halftime. Our Legion of Generals band has already performed. They did a pregame. Fantastic job, and they're heading down to Carrollton tomorrow for the Super Bowl of Sound. So we wish them luck and safe travels. Maddox had some room, but got tripped up right from behind.
I believe 64 maybe got a hand on him. That was a good play. They gave it to Patterson for the tackle. He made a good play there. He was beat. He just got a hand, kind of lunged, and got a hand on Maddox's ankle or shoestring. Brought him down. 3rd and 10.
Offense stalling out a little bit. See if we can convert. We've had a couple of 3rd down conversions. Looking for another one here. Over the middle. That's Dillon. He's up near the 1st down. I think he's going to get it.
Yeah, I believe he got down to around the 3. I think he's got it. We're at a tough angle. Nice throw right there.
It's going to set up 1st and goal.
That was a good look from Nolan Polly's camera right there on our tight shot. Just a perfect lane right there for Nick to thread it in there. And Dillon caught it with his body, but he had to absorb the contact from that tackle.
He was surrounded there by some Ramblers. Did a good job of catching it and leaning forward, getting those few extra yards for the 1st down. We're up 8-7 thanks to a little bit of trickeration on a point after 2-point conversion. Maddox Rose to the left side. He's going to get in. I think he is. He's in. Got hit pretty hard right at the goal line, but it's going to be a Generals touchdown here. 5:21 left in this 2nd quarter. Our score right now 14-7. We still have an extra point coming up. Anderson Britton marches back out there. He's going to set the block down on the 10-yard line.
We got that same look. Sam's out here, but they're going to bring him in. Looks like they're going to kick this one.
And a 7-point lead right now. This will make it 8. Kick is up. And it is good. So halfway through this second quarter, your score, Heritage 15, LaFayette 7. Offense able to score again. Trying to find some rhythm. It's been a little bit of 1 or 2 steps forward and a step back, but Anderson Brick going to kick another one into the end zone. That was going back into the wind. He still got it there. So perfect on the night for touchbacks.
Yeah, they kind of ran at each other and bobbled it there, but it did get in the end zone. So they'll set up shop around the 20, actually right on the 20.
Anderson came in tonight just about 50% on his kickoffs with touchbacks, and he's increasing that percentage with the good night so far tonight.
Good to see Jacob Lozano back on the field for Heritage over there at the, I guess he's a corner out there. Been injured a little bit the last couple of games.
So Ramsey back out there, bringing man in motion. I believe that was Trey Taylor for a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, looked like Zach Brown, number 21, made the tackle.
He does that a lot.
Yeah, he gets a lot of those, and luckily for us, me and my son played him in the 3-point shootout this week, and he's still in football mode. So a lot of his shots were a little bit long the other day, and we were able to get a win, but we're happy for that.
LaFayette checks their wristbands, trying to get on the same page. 2nd and 8. Going to sling it out here again. Is almost a backwards pass, or almost a lateral, but I guess it went forward a yard or so.
Did he catch it?
He did not. It kind of bounced out of bounds. The throw was a little bit inaccurate, a little behind him.
Yeah, I think they're more concerned with Ramsey running it than they are throwing it. He slung that one out there.
But hit us earlier on that one,
yeah,
kind of the same pass,
and
it hurt us once, but I don't know that he's got the consistency to just continually hurt us with that. Again, they haven't thrown it much coming into the game. Not 17 or 18 throws all season. It's 3rd down here. He's going to keep it now, and we got him bottled up. He's trying to shake loose, but it's going to bring it 4th and about 5.
I think Washburn held on for the tackle there.
Washburn's had a good year too for us. There's a lot of tackles. Him and Zach are leading the team. So it is 4th and 5. See what LaFayette's going to do. There's 4 minutes left in this half. This is not really the part of the field you want to mess around with. But
the way their defense has been playing, I think you punt it here. I don't know what they're waiting on here. I don't think this is a no-brainer.
They may just be going to take a timeout, run some clock down, and try to punt it away.
Yeah, but there's just under 4 minutes. That ain't gonna. We got plenty of time to score.
We still have all 3 of our timeouts. So this is what Coach Paul Ellis is going to do: is run it down and call a timeout. 3:51 left in this half, and they're going to talk it over. 4th and 5. So I can't imagine them doing anything other than punting here.
Yeah, they're right in this game. They're only down 8. They don't convert this first down, and they're looking at going into the quarter or the half down by more than that. Let's go ahead and take a break, Kevin. It's 15-7 Heritage.
much of a punt there. We're going to have great field position. 3:42, and we have all 3 timeouts. We could score in about 2 seconds, so plenty of time here for our offense. 15-7. Lafayette's been pesky tonight. We got the lead, but just a small one. Lafayette needing a stop here to keep themselves in the game. Our offense just needs to step on their throat right here and score another one.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good punt, so.
We might have got a piece of it there. I didn't really see, couldn't see it very clearly. We're definitely having a better special team so far. Looking for Canary down this slot. He's hit.
They're wearing them out in this slot. That time we were able to make the catch there for Canary.
They're going to spot him right at the 10. I thought he'd get a little farther than that, but
yeah.
I was worried he was looking at one would-be tackler, and he got hit from the other side. He did good to hold on to it right there.
Yeah, that's been open quite a bit. We've not thrown it great a couple times, but we've hit it a couple times in a row, so that's something they're kind of really working with.
Starting to find a rhythm. Got 3 receivers to the far side. Sam down here to the near side. Looking Sam's way for a little fade action. Couldn't quite get there. Nick hit the corner pylon, which is what you're supposed to do. Aim for that corner. Sam couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good throw. The only person that was going to catch it was Sam. So it was a pretty safe throw.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 3:11 as the clock stops on the incompletion. Again, our band heading down to Carrollton tomorrow. Not going to play at halftime because they already played pregame. Did an excellent job. Mr. Calloway does a fantastic job with our band. Pretty knowledgeable crowd here too on the Lafayette side. They cheered for our guys a lot. Appreciating the good music. Seasons of Love, the show this year. Paxton McCrary on the carry.
Get in there, Paxton.
Bouncing off of tacklers, bouncing off of umpires.
I think he got in. They're going to mark him short. Give that to him, fellas. Yes.
They do call it a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Paxton McCrary, the true freshman, gets in. A lot of would-be tacklers out there, including an umpire that he ran into. Able to fall into the end zone with 3:01 left in the half. Wish the band good luck tomorrow down at Carrollton. And quick shout out to our softball team. The Lady Generals fast pitch is once again region champions. They defended. We're going for 2 again. Got Sam on a slant this time.
That's got to be a penalty. There comes the flags. They hit him way early. And, yeah, it's going to be defensive pass interference, so we'll get to try that again.
The coaches saw something on tape here with our swinging gate here for the extra point. Lafayette pretty much leaving Sam one-on-one. We hit him once on the fade. This time they got a pass interference on the slant.
Yeah, that's almost undefendable if you're going to do that. They need to play a little more kick safe on that defense there. If you give up 1 point, you give up 1 point. Don't let them get 2.
Yeah. Last week we had a big-time matchup with Ridgeland's defender. Tonight, a little bit more of a mismatch. Sam did fine last week, but this week it's definitely going to have a field day. So we'll take a quick break with 3:01 left in the half. Anderson Britton back out there. We're lined up for a traditional extra point this time. Rambler trying to get in there, but unable to. Anderson perfect on the extra point. It's going to make it 22-7. LaFayette hanging around, making it tough for us, but offense is finally getting going, making some adjustments and putting some points up on the board. There's going to be plenty more of that tonight, I feel. I think we're going to be able to grasp a hold of this game, really take a stranglehold on it.
I hope so, but you got to give LaFayette credit. I mean, they've kind of got us kind of just not in sync. I mean, but they have left that slot receiver open a couple of times, and they're having trouble matching up with Sam, and I think most people in our region are going to have trouble. Ridgeland even had trouble, and they got the player of the year on their defensive side of the ball from last year, so he's going to be a matchup problem for anybody. And with Nick throwing, it's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, we just got too many ways to hurt you on offense. Our line is so good at opening up some running lanes and giving Nick time to throw most of the time. Got some receivers that are going to be pretty efficient, and Sam, which is going to be a mismatch for anybody. This is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. It's going to look like all the other touchbacks. Going to make LaFayette start from the 20.
Yeah, they got some time to come down and counter that touchdown. About 2 minutes, just under 3 minutes and a half.
First and 10, Ramblers. The ball is on the 20.
They've got some time to operate. They did use all their timeouts.
Yeah, that was a weird one to call there on that last possession, I thought, but
Yeah, they followed it up with about a 15-yard punt, too.
yeah, that didn't help.
It's like one of my basketball timeouts. Usually come out and do something not good.
Well,
Ramsey again going to bring a man in motion. That's Taylor in motion. Cutting back up the middle. Pretty good run there.
sure was.
Taylor on the carry.
Taylor's quick. They bring him in that little jet. That time he kind of put his foot in the ground and cut back.
Yeah, they're kind of in a sink or swim mode here. If they fall another touchdown behind, they're going to be pretty much relegated to throwing the ball, and that's not what they like to do. So
Ramsey on the keeper.
he
He's
got
got
away.
some space. Got a pretty good block on this edge. Sam's going to tackle him across midfield, but if it wasn't for Sam, he was gone.
Yeah, that was a good tackle right there. It's definitely a touchdown-saving tackle. It was a good technique by Sam, too. He got both arms around him, wrapped up his legs.
We almost had Ramsey behind the line of scrimmage, and he just wiggled loose, and he was able to turn on the speed.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down. There's no doubt about it.
It's a pretty good little crack block here from the receiver, too, to spring him.
First and 10. Ball is on the 50.
So Ramblers with the first down. They're at midfield. Bring Taylor in motion. Fake it to him. Give up the middle to Clements. Now he's got some space.
He may
He makes
go.
a couple guys miss, and he's off to the races. So Ramblers needed an answer, and they got one. Wow, that's a pretty impressive three-play drive for LaFayette. Less than a minute, they've scored again. It's going to make it 22-13. They're going to bring their kicker on to try to add the extra point.
Well, I jinxed the defense there, saying one more stop would put this one in a tough spot for Lafayette, but they came right down and scored.
Stuttered on to kick it. Lafayette says we're not going away yet. It's homecoming night. We're going to be around for a while. Stuttered with a nice long kick again, nice and high. Kicks a pretty ball. That's going to be good. So at 1:59 left in this half, Lafayette hanging around. Heritage 22, Lafayette 14. Yeah, as I mentioned just a little while ago, the General's fast pitch. Region champs again. Going to storm into the state playoffs. They get to host a round or two as long as they can keep winning. Trying to make it back down to Columbus in the state tournament. again, region champs, defending region champs. They're going to try to defend their state title from last year. Tanner Moore does such a good job, him and the ladies on his staff. Looking to repeat. Another high short kick.
Defended really well right there by LaFayette.
Had us bottled up, nowhere to go. Now we got a little shoving after the play.
Yeah,
Kate Canary didn't like something that was done there. I don't see any flags coming in though, so no harm, no foul, I guess. And we'll see what we do. We got 3 timeouts and just about 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, I got a good chance to run this 2-minute offense that we got. Shouldn't have a problem with time. We just got to get some first downs here with this defense. I got to go out and watch them play the softball team on Tuesday, and they had a pretty impressive win without Rachel Gibson in that first game. Horner pitched for Heritage, and she did a nice job against these the Lafayette team. Were able to sweep them in that title game series.
Lafayette had a good squad. Another pitcher could really spin it. She was pretty impressive. And our girls able to get the victory.
Yeah, it was fun to get out there. I know St. Pius is always tough no matter what sport you play them in. I think Tanner got to go down and watch them yesterday, and got to see a little bit of them. So hopefully we'll be ready for them next Tuesday. I believe is the first day.
Got volleyball. Looking forward to the region tournament next week, I believe.
Yep, next weekend.
Cross country's got a few more weeks left in their season. Got a lot going on at Heritage. Nick
Everybody open.
Oh, a little bit high for Canary. Canary didn't get a hand on it. That Rambler had a chance at it.
Yeah, he did. And he probably would have scored with it.
That's 3rd down, 3rd and 10 coming up. 1:45 left on the clock.
Yeah, we ran off 8 seconds, I believe. Don't want to give them the ball back with time because they went right down there last drive and scored a touchdown pretty quick.
Sure did. About 50 seconds, about 3 plays, and they were in the end zone. We're going to take a timeout right here and think it over. 1:45 left in this half. Your score 22-14. Out-of-town scoreboard. We had Ridgeland leading Northwest just near halftime. Pickens up on Southeast. Ridgeland's 1-0. Pickens 1-0 in the region. Nick looking to throw here. A little bit too far.
Him and Dylan are having a hard time getting on the same page there. Actually, they were on the same page there. He just threw a little bit too far for Dylan. He had a little bit of separation again. I think we ran off about 12 seconds in that drive. Now Lafayette's got a chance to come down and tie it up.
Bradley Cass back out there to punt it away. Yeah, right now your standings in the region. Lafayette is in first with a record of 1-0. Ridgeland and Pickens right there with them. And then Heritage, Southeast, and Gilmer all at 0-1. Northwest is playing their first region game of the night tonight. They're down right now to Ridgeland. It's going to turn out okay for us.
Yeah, good bounce right there, good roll.
We marked about the 34-yard line. A minute and a half left for Lafayette to try to get something going here. 22-14 right now. And they just hit a couple of big plays a second ago. So their defense got to be on alert.
Yeah, they hit us with some runs there. Ramsey almost broke one, and then The next play, I believe, they did break one for a long run.
First and 10, Ramblers. Ball is on
So see what Coach Ellis draws up here.
We're still in that base 3-4, it looks like. Might have just one safety back there. It looks like Sam. So a little bit different look from Heritage there.
Bring Taylor in motion again. They give it to him up the middle. Had Jonathan Washburn there to wrap him up and bring him down, or he could have been running for a while.
Yeah, they're controlling us a little bit on the line of scrimmage right now, which is surprising to me.
They're able to find a crease there. They're sealing us off. Like old Lombardi drawing it up on the chalkboard.
Well, that should be a penalty there.
Yeah,
We
we had
had
some movement there. That's illegal shift.
Yeah, they had two moving at the same time, I believe, when they snapped it. So that'll help.
Clock runs just under 1 minute as the flag is thrown.
Yeah, they called it false start. It could have been a couple of things there.
That'll move them back 5.
I guess they got one safety out with this predominantly run offense of LaFayette trying to stop that a little bit, unless that's Swope maybe backing up there as another safety.
Yeah, they may have just been bringing him down
bringing
in the
him
box a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like now Sam's kind of getting out there. They do have 3 receivers in this package.
They spread us out, but mostly a running team. Clements there in the backfield. Bring him in motion on a little jet action. Quarterback's going to keep it. Ramsey's got the first down. Hit pretty hard there as he crosses the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Swope got him from a safety position. That's another first down.
The clock stops at 34 seconds to move the chains, and then they're going to run it again. Again, Lafayette out of timeouts. They look at their wristbands and taking too long to read them and figure it out. Clock's down to 26 seconds. Bring a man in motion. That's Taylor. Give to Clements this time. He's going to be going to bring it about 2nd and 6, but they run out of time. The clock's at 12. 10 seconds. They may not get another play
I
off.
should spike this and try to throw long. Let's see what they do.
They spike it. Ramsey spikes it with 5.4 seconds left on the clock. So they're going to get one more play in, barring a penalty of some kind.
Yeah, I don't think he has the arm strength to get it down here in the end zone. Not many high school players would from this distance. So got to be smart here for Heritage. The only thing that can hurt you is a long catch and run.
Nick could do it. Nick could get it
there.
there.
Yeah, Nick can get it in there.
He's not most quarterbacks. Nick's got a cannon. Ramsey hasn't shown that kind of arm at all. He has shown some quick legs, though. He's looking to throw.
Oh, it got
batted down. Lane Phillips says no, thank you on that one, but it does give him one more play. 2.9 seconds on the clock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That took 2.4 seconds. Lane Phillips got in there that quick. That's hard for me to imagine. Maybe he's faster than we think.
Yeah, that was a long 2 seconds. So it's his 4th down. If somehow we were able to have another 2-second play, we'd get the ball right here.
And then Nick could throw it to the end zone. I guarantee there won't be any time left after this play.
Definitely in a prevent here.
That's
Ramsey's going to run it against that prevent soft defense. We got to tackle him, and we will. That's Kate Canary going to secure the tackle.
Don't hit him late down there.
We don't need a flag to give him another play, and we don't. So we'll go to halftime here as both teams head to the locker room. We're going to watch Lafayette's homecoming activities. Again, our band's already performed, so we'll take a break here during halftime and come back to see for the 3rd quarter. Your score, Heritage 22, Lafayette 14. So we're back here for the second half kickoff. Lafayette High School having their homecoming tonight, so they crowned a queen there at halftime with their high short kickoff, trying to pin us in that corner, and they've got us covered up again. Got pretty good field position, though. We got out about the 35-yard line. Again, I'm Kevin Terry here with Jeff Green. We got Jeffrey Polly running the show. Got Mr. Polly and Matthew Swanson out there on some cameras. Got Morgan Trotter down on the sideline getting some shots for us, too. So Jeffrey Polly's got this thing a well-oiled machine by now here in the mid-season. So we get this ball the second half. We're up one score. We're up 8 points, 22-14. Need a good start here from our offense. Go ahead. Uh-oh, that's not what we wanted. Nick's going to do the safe thing and fall on it. And LaFayette's going to jump on us and hit us after we've been down. So inauspicious start there. The snap gets bobbled and dropped. Nick probably had time to pick the thing up, but he did the kind of the cautious thing and fell on it. Then the Lafayette Rambler, not really using his head, hit Nick while he was down. Nothing too vicious, but definitely a late hit. So they're going to spot us a bunch of yards. And move the chains for us. Ball spotted at the, it's like about the 43. We're going to bring those chains back. So it's going to be first down and 3, looks like. 3 receivers to this near side. Going to give here. I think that's Paxton McCrary. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage maybe. He reached the ball out. I think the ball may have knocked it loose, but he was definitely down. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Lafayette with their homecoming tonight. We've got ours next week. I think Pickens County is going to come into town. That ought to be a good ball game. They're sitting on top of the region right now, tied with Ridgeland and, well, these Lafayette Ramblers on top. Pickens, I believe, is in control of their game tonight against Southeast, the last score I heard. So they'll probably come in 2-0 in the region. We'll be, well, it still remains to be seen. We're 0-1 now after losing to Ridgeland. We're trying to put away the Ramblers, but they're hanging around. Looks like they're going to give us a first down. It's right at the sticks. They have moved the chain, so 1st and 10. Ball placed right exactly on that 45-yard line. So Nick Hansen breaks the huddle. You got Cade Kennard to that far side. Sam Randolph there. Dylan Bryan in the slot. Going to give it here to McCrary. Nope, Nick's going to keep it. He hasn't had too many keepers this year, but going to pick up a first down there. Hit pretty hard as he crossed the 45-yard line, but hops up. Good play call, caught Ramblers off guard. I do have a flag coming in. May have been a helmet-to-helmet hit. That's what they're going to call. So they're going to add on some yardage. They've been pretty consistent with that all year. The referees aren't usually consistent with much of anything, but any contact to the head, they have been throwing that flag. Safety, one of the main concerns, especially when it comes to concussions. So anytime there's any kind of helmet-to-helmet, they're going to call it. So the ball inside the 30-yard line.
First down 10, ball on the 29.
Going to bring Sam in motion. Fake it to him. We're going to give it to Paxton going the other way. He holds on to the ball. A good gain there on first down. So it'll be second and 1 maybe. Maybe picked up 8 or 9 yards anyways. We're going to call it 2nd and 2. Paxton McCrary again filling in. Gabe Ogle, senior tailback, is still dealing with some effects from a concussion, I believe. So he's still trying to get back healthy and 100%. It's nothing to mess around with. So we got the true freshman stepping in, Paxton McCrary. Running the ball hard for us early on here in this second half. We've seen Maddox Rose a little bit. This is Paxton again. Picks up a good block. Looking over the middle for Sam. Good sliding catch about the 5-yard line. Sam had to kind of use his body to shield the Rambler defender. Went down and caught it. We've had a few drops tonight, but that was an excellent catch by Sam across the middle. So 1st and goal for our offense, just what we needed here to start the second half. And Lafayette's been pesky tonight. They just got that alligator blood. They're hanging around. Trying to blow this thing open. Give to Paxton McCrary. He's wrapped up and dropped. He's not going to gain anything on that play. Might have lost half a yard. There's nothing really developed for him there. Looking for a hole. There just wasn't one there very long at all. So 2nd and goal. Ball's right there on the 7-yard line. Looking forward to homecoming next week. All kinds of festivities, different days. Got dressing up as different things.
2nd and goal, ball on the 7.
We'll be back at home next week, so we'll be live streaming the game, but also we'll live stream the homecoming festivities as well. So you'll be able to tune in for that. Again, that's Paxton. He's going to get down just inside the 5-yard line. Got another, every year we do, but we got a great group of girls in our homecoming court. Princesses and running for queens. We'll have some elections for those and crown a queen next Friday night. Have a big pep rally as we always do out there on the football field and have the shopping cart parade. So looking forward to homecoming next week. Right now I'm looking forward to a touchdown. 3rd down and goal. Ball spotted at the 5. We're looking to throw. Looking for Sam on that slant. Incomplete that time. It's going to bring up a decision here for Coach Slaughter. He's going to run Anderson Britton out there for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, try to make it a 2-score game, Kevin, if he hits it. That's that same pass I think we scored on a little bit earlier, that little slant coming in there. I think they connected on earlier in that drive, too. That time, Sam couldn't make the play. A little bit behind him on the throw.
Ball spotted on this near hash. These high school hashes are pretty wide, so it's a little bit of an angle for Anderson. That is up and, oh, no good. I think he pushed it just a hair. Again, it was a wide hash, so just missed it to this near side. Had plenty of leg on it. So still a 1-score game. 7:37 left in this 3rd quarter, and it's still 22-14. Lafayette dodges a bullet there. Good opening drive, but we came away empty-handed.
Yeah, Heritage players down there talking to the official. I don't know if they thought it might have got in there or not, but the guys that had the best look at it were standing right under each upright, so.
These uprights are awful short. Anderson kicked that nice and high. Yeah, it could have been 20, 30 feet above the post as it went across there, but they are looking straight up that pole. So Ramsey in the shotgun.
We've got about 8 guys right up there in that box.
All 11 within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's Clements trying to break through. He's got a good pickup.
Sure did. He got about 7 yards there with everybody up. If he squirts through there, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we had everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. If he was able to find a gap, he was gone.
Not really respecting Ramsey's arm with that alignment. Now Sam's a little bit further back and Swope too.
Yeah, I guess that's Lozano in there now for Sam, looks like.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Got Swope rolling over the top here.
Lozano's kind of pinched down there deep.
Yeah, they're going to make Lafayette throw the ball down the field if they can. And
oh, that's a good hit right there.
yep, nothing doing. Going to lose some yardage on 2nd down.
Pete Padgett and Maddox Rose were in there on the stop there, it looked like.
Looks like Coach New and Coach Brim, some of these defensive coaches said, to heck with this, we're going to come and load the box. Good penetration there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Need to get a stop here, get the ball right back to the offense.
Sure do.
Ramsey looking to throw. Got a receiver over here, but a little bit wide.
Well, he made a pretty good throw out of there.
The receiver tried to adjust to it. It was kind of a back shoulder deal and couldn't quite catch it. It would have been good for the 1st down.
It had some heat on it. I didn't think he was going to get it above that line of scrimmage there. That ball came just straight through there. We should be able to get some good field position here.
Forcing a Rambler punt. We got Cade Canary and Dylan Bryan back deep again. They're both really sure-handed back here. We try to fake reverse early in the game. It's a nice high wobbly punt. Dylan's going to take a fair catch. Probably a smart thing to do. Had some Ramblers right in his face.
Yeah, that was smart. We tried to block it again, didn't get it, so there's nobody back here to help Dylan. He made a good did a good job just to adjust and catch it.
It's a good job. We're going to get great field position here. Got Dylan in class right now. He's a smart kid. He's been killing it lately. Some of the econ stuff we've been doing.
I have him in broadcasting too. He's doing it now. He's into it, and just fun to be around. I've always liked him and his brother.
Yeah, they're good people. So Dylan now is down here with Cade Canary on this near side. Two receivers to the far side.
Sam Randolph not in the game for some strange reason. I don't know what's going on there.
Give to Paxton. He's got some room now.
Yeah, he showed a little more of a speed there. He's been kind of being patient. That time I think he just turned on a little bit of speed there, and he probably had one of his better runs of the night other than that touchdown he's got down there.
6 yards on first down. Into Rambler territory. 2nd down and 4. Three receivers to this near side. Paxton again. Danson had to make a man miss right as he grabbed the ball. Pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe. He's a good 3 yards short of the first down, though. We need to take advantage of this field position right here. We had a rare miss from Britton there and could have given us a little bit of cushion. Now we're back into possession play here at, 3rd, and they're calling it 3.
Ball right on the 45-yard line. Got twins to both sides. Paxton McCrary in the backfield. Nick's looking this way to Dylan Bryan.
Nice play. He got away.
He shakes loose. He's up near the first down. He's going to be just a yard short maybe.
Wow, he made it. That was a nice effort by Dylan. That defender made a good play right when he caught it. Dylan spun out of it. He might have put him in position to go for that.
Looked like it's going to be a 5-yard loss.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to be about 4th and 10 coming up. He turned it into a 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like we're going to.
Got offense on the field. That's Maddox Rose coming in.
So if worse comes to worse, we could try to draw them off sides and get more yardage for Cass to punt to. But it looks like we're going to go ahead and go for it.
Good field position here. I mean, we're in that area where a punt, I mean, you could pin it down there maybe, but might as well go for it here.
Got a lot of beef in here.
Yeah, we got a
still in the pistol.
Strong lineup in here. Going to give it to Maddox. Going to power.
Oh, no.
He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be a yard short.
Oh, my. What a play they made right there. LaFayette with a huge play. He's definitely short.
The Ramblers D able to stick us right there for no gain. We needed 2 yards. We got 1.
Yeah, that Beard kid's been making some tackles. He stood him straight up right there. I thought Maddox was going to get it.
He's going to knock the guy forward there, but that was a good hit by LaFayette.
Looks like Sam may be back in over there on that safety side on the far sideline there. We might be offsides again. Yeah, he's got Matthew. Matthew's got to calm down on that. That's the 3rd time I believe they've caught the nose guard once and now Matthew twice. Just eager to get in there to get Ramsey or the running back. He's going to go out of play. Luke Teague's going to come in. He's over there doing some push-ups right now. I see him over there on that far sideline.
Yeah, the team's got a little protocol on that, I guess, and jumping off sides.
He'll be in pretty good shape if he keeps doing it.
So 1st and 5 for the Ramblers right at midfield. Ramsey gives it to Clements. He dances for.
He's going to get the first down, I believe.
We had him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he made a couple shifty moves and made us miss. He's right near the sticks.
Might be a tad short. They may measure that. It's close. Be 2nd and 1 if he's short.
They're going to call it a first down. The white hat just says it's a first down.
Yeah, we're about right on that. I thought that they could have measured it, but
yeah, I thought he's a football length short of the first down, but they're going to give it to him. They probably do have a better view than I do. But I know they're not looking through some kind of dirty glass. I know that.
Ball.
The ball's out. He may have been down, but they didn't whistle him down. Maybe
No.
they did.
And they got back on it. Washburn almost got over there to get it. Brian with a pretty good form tackle there on Ramsey, but he might have got 4 yards there, maybe.
He is shifty, man. He's quick.
They said he got 5. They got it, I believe it's 6, but we got to do something to stop this rushing attack.
You've had a little bit of misdirection and a couple little counter plays. Got us going one way and came back a different way. Checking their wristband. They don't run that many plays, but they keep looking at that wristband. We got Clements hit, but he's refusing to go down.
Wow, he's still going. He's into our second. He
He's
may go
going now.
Oh my
He's still
goodness!
going.
What a run!
We had him tackled 4 times and didn't go down. Clements just wills himself to a touchdown.
What a run right there. We had him 3 or 4 times. He kept his legs churning forward and ended up scoring from about 35, 40 yards out.
Is it two-point ball game, Coach?
Yep, they haven't decided to go for 2 on any of these yet. Looks like they're going to kick the 1 again here. So they'll pull within 1. This kicker's been pretty impressive on these extra points.
Stuttered on to kick it. A little bit of a high snap.
Well, he drilled it, though.
Yep. Strong kick halfway into the track over there. So, wow, it is 2:35 in this third quarter. The Ramblers not going quietly. Your score, Heritage 22, LaFayette 21. So here we are, Coach, into this second half and almost halfway through the second half, and Lafayette 1 point away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, big miss by Britton on that. That was a chip shot for him, and you called it with that angle. That's a hard angle on those short of kicks, and they've cut it right back here to 1.
We knew they're going to be a little bit stronger than normally are, but Lafayette's looking very impressive so far. This one's going to go out of bounds about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Swope came over and let it get through his hands, and luckily for us, it got out of bounds right at the 21.
It was right in that area where you almost let it go and see if it bounces out of bounds, but it's kind of short enough where if it doesn't go out of bounds, you're in trouble. So you tried to field it, but
you had a little room if he would have caught it. Looks like they're going to back it up even further now for some reason. I don't know if we had a penalty or what there. It's now back on the 21.
So our offense needs to answer. We're just hanging on to a 1-point lead.
Got Sam back in the game on offense here over here on the near side.
Lafayette with a big stop on 4th down a minute ago, and in their offense hands the ball to Clements, and he just refuses to be tackled. Here's Paxton McCrary in the Ramblers defense with another strong play.
Yeah, Paxton's having some trouble out here.
He's not getting much blocking on that play there. He's not getting much of a hole.
No, he's not. And we should be opening up a little more room for our running backs against this. I know Gabe's not here. We don't have Logan Lowe, but just size alone, you'd think we'd be able to create some room for our backs, and we really haven't done any of that. In fact, Nick's had a couple of times where he's kept the ball and made a little more impressive runs than our backs have gotten.
Yeah, we'll look see if he does a little bit more of that as we go on here. Here's a give. Again, we're going to get 5 or 6 yards on the play. It's going to make it a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 maybe. There's McCrary again, that time with about 6 yards.
Yeah, still about 3rd and they've got it 3rd and 13. I don't think it's that far there.
3rd and 7, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
So Rambler defense looking to make a stop again, get us off the field. Got Sam isolated on that far side. They are rolling a safety his way a little bit. 3 receivers to this near side looking this way. We got Dylan Bryan in a hole just a little bit high. It's a little bit high. Nick was rolling out there and
sailed on him a little bit, I believe.
He threw a bullet, but it just sailed just a little bit, and Dylan not able to come down with it.
Yeah, that's lower. It's definitely a first down. That's one of those that he's got to help that receiver out there. You got to get that ball low so he doesn't have to go up there and get it and get dislodged from the ball. But Dylan had enough space there where he's going to have time to get it. He just couldn't jump that high.
Bradley Cass on to kick it. They've got Taylor and Ramsey back deep. Rugby style again, low. It's going to bounce.
Good roll.
Man, it's going to turn out really nice.
That's one of the better kicks he's had.
Flips the field pretty well there, all the way down to the 27-yard line of the Ramblers.
Yeah, that was nice. He got all that one. Momentum certainly turned in Lafayette's direction here, Kevin. That missed field goal and their touchdown, and that's really been only 2 possessions of the quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we drove it down there and moved the ball right down, 1st and goal, stalled out, missed the field goal. I think we had that one other drive maybe where we got stuffed on that 4th down.
You're right, yep.
And we just forced a punt there. So 3 possessions, moved the ball a little bit, but no points to show for it. It's the Ramblers offense. Clements again there in the tailback position beside Ramsey.
Well, that looked like some movement there.
Ramsey's going to keep it. Makes one man miss. Sam's going to run him out of bounds, but not until he gets a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards.
No flag either. I thought they might have had a legal motion there. Jackson kind of got pinned in there on the corner. He can't lose that containment out there. He's got to stay a little bit wider and turn him back in. Luckily, he had Sam bailing him out there.
Sam's been called on several times to make that last-ditch effort to tackle somebody.
Yeah, we can't give him 8 yards on 1st down. I mean, that's too much on that little play. We got to do something to stymie this little rushing attack that's killing us.
Yeah, they're opening up a little bit of space, and Ramsey and Clements have been impressive. This is Clements here. Dances to the right. A couple of would-be tacklers and able to get 4 yards for the 1st down. He's so shifty. Like, it looks like we're right there on him, and then he just dances away from us and starts heading downfield.
Coming up on 30 seconds here in the quarter, they'll probably run at least 1, maybe 2 more plays.
Really impressed with Clements. I mean, he's shifty, and then we've seen his power there. He's breaking tackles left and right on that last touchdown. Complete back. We haven't seen, they don't throw the ball much, but haven't seen what kind of receiver he is out of the backfield, but sure is a good runner. Give it to him here up the middle. He's making people miss. Sam's forced to make a tackle after about 8 yards. That's going to run the clock out here on this 3rd quarter, so we'll pause, take a quick break here, and now we'll keep on going. We're going to roll right with it here. 22-21 your score. Heritage holding on to a 1-point lead. Both bands still here in force. Again, our band's going to head down the road to Carrollton tomorrow. Super Bowl of Sound, which is always a big competition.
That's a great title, isn't it, for the event?
It's awesome, yeah. I think they've got one more competition coming up later in the month. The 25th, maybe, something like that. So they're into their season. And in mid-season form, their performance this pregame was awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. We got to see a little bit more of it. I mean, Blair keeps adding to it. It's awesome.
So we got ourselves a fantastic ball game so far. LaFayette just answering everything we throw at them. Got a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, they did. They took advantage of a missed field goal down there, came down and scored. And they're right where they need to be here at home. Big game in the region, too. We don't need to drop this one.
Nope, got to have it. Got to have this one. You know, we almost beat Ridgeland last week. Would have set us up real nicely for the chance at the region championship. Still got that outside chance, but we can't afford to lose one here to Lafayette. But I think the whole region this year is going to be a lot more balanced than it has been in recent years.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's anybody's region. Ridgeland did a good job last week to get a little bit of lead on us, but it's certainly up for grabs.
First down for the Ramblers. They're going to move into General's territory.
Yeah, their line's really doing a good job tonight on both sides of the ball. I'm really impressed with it. That was line surge alone that got about 6 yards.
They don't have any just really tall, big guys, but they've got some muscle up there. It's kind of lower to the ground. Just scrappy guys. They're kind of opening up some holes, and of course their athletes are really running the ball well.
Yeah, that time Maddox Rose and Jackson Martin kind of combined for a tackle.
Just a couple yards on that carry by Clements.
Yeah, it's the first time we balled him up in quite some time. It seems like he's been getting really a lot of positive yards on it virtually every carry.
11 minutes left in this game, and we're up by 1. The Ramblers marching.
Yeah, we don't really have anybody on the slot over there. It doesn't look like. Yeah, we do. There he is. Caden's got him.
Bring Taylor in motion and give it to him up the middle. They've run that play several times. It's going to be another Ramblers first down here.
Yeah, there's a couple options off of that, and the inside portion of that's really being a good play for them.
It's basically a counter. It's like a jet sweep, and then they come back the other way with it, cut it right back up the gut. They will run the jet and give it to him and let him keep on going, but they've had more success doing that play right there.
I hadn't heard a lot from Lane Phillips today. Padgett's had a couple of tackles. Matthews had trouble with the snap count, and they're just kind of beating us up front, in my opinion.
1st and 10. This is Clements. Not much on that one, maybe a yard.
I believe Zach Brown got him there.
Ball control here. We definitely don't want to fall behind in this game. LaFayette running a lot of clock this second half already.
They sure are, and that kicker scares me too. He's been really good.
Yeah, they're getting close to his range. I mean, right now it'd be a 52-yarder, but I don't know if he has that kind of leg, but he's got a strong one. 2nd and 9. Ramsey just a quarterback draw here. Sam's going to catch him and run him out, but not. He's inside the 10-yard line.
He's wearing us out.
They're just a straight quarterback run. Had the extra blocker and found a little space and was gone.
Yeah, got about 29, 30 yards on that run. They're definitely in field goal range now. We just got to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball spotted on the 6-yard line. Ramblers itching to take the lead on us. We haven't said the Ramblers leading the Generals too much in recent years. Hopefully we won't here. Let's get a big stop. Maybe get a turnover somehow. Clement steps beside Ramsey. Ramsey keeper again. Clement's going to lead the way all the way into the end zone for a Ramblers touchdown and a Ramblers lead. 9:38 left in the game.
They made that look easy, Kevin. They ran it right down our throats.
Sure did. Ramblers up 5. You would think in the fourth quarter this might be go for 2 time. Coaches are down here in the orange shirts talking it over. They got the kicker out there right now, but
yeah, I think probably should go for 2 here. I don't know what it would hurt. You're up.
They're going to kick it, or they're going to have to burn a timeout to change it
They're
up.
thinking about it. I think he's going to call a timeout.
He's going to call a timeout. So those last 2 plays, I'd just run that one again if I was them. Quarterback keeper for the 2-point conversion will be my call, but we'll see what the Ramblers come up with. Got the cheerleaders down there riding the car down the track. Rambler party right now. They got the lead here on us in the fourth quarter. I think we're a little stunned over there. I'm slightly stunned up here. You know, we gave Ridgeland all they wanted last week. Really could have won the thing and come down the road to what is normally a pretty good win for us. And it's just not so tonight. The Ramblers are going to make us earn it.
Yeah, they're playing really well. They're playing with Ramsey's not really their starting quarterback. I think he was hurt a couple of weeks ago. So they're doing a good job just kind of running him and Clemens or whatever his name is. He's been stout. And their line's got an A in my opinion so far.
They played well today. So they did bring the Ramblers offense out. They got a little tent over here where they watch some of the replays and stuff. They brought the offense back out here, looks like. Ramsey put his helmet back on, running back out there. I think this is the right call. You go for 2 when you're up 5.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I definitely think that's the way to do it.
I agree. First quarter, maybe not.
Yeah.
But here, fourth quarter, 9 minutes to go. Ramsey's under center on this one. He's going to keep it.
They got
He's
it
trying
out
to
there.
get to the pylon. Nope. We're going to knock him down.
Whew.
So no good. They tried something different there. Went under center and tried to run out wide.
Initially, it looked like they had it sealed off. I thought he had it, but we got over there pretty quick.
Yeah. Was that Zach Brown got over there?
I couldn't see that. There's no way I can see that far.
Way over there in that far corner. It's 9:38 left, and the Ramblers have taken the lead. Heritage 22, Lafayette 27. Stuttered back out there to kick it off for Lafayette. Offense definitely needing an answer now. 9:38 left in the game.
He's been kicking these little high short kicks. Let's see if we can get a return out of one of these.
They go short again.
Let that go out of bounds. No.
Right in that gap. Swope, I think, comes up and fields it nicely this time.
That a boy.
Going to get across the 40. He didn't quite pin us that far to the sideline like last time, but Swope did make a good play coming up.
He really did, and he got about probably 10 or 12 yards after he caught it. So
we saw one of our guys kind of be tentative on one of those and let it bounce, and Swope did the right thing, came up and fielded it. Ball spotted right at the 40.
Yeah, we got to put something together here, and then we got to play some defense.
Yeah, the Ramblers have found something that's working for them on offense. Our offense hasn't looked bad. It's just kind of just stuttering just a little bit here and there with a drop or a little bit of an overthrow here or there. Looking for Sam, throwing into some coverage.
Yeah, it's not there.
No.
They've got him kind of bracket coverage down here. They had him a guy underneath and a guy over the top. We were hoping they might try to take away Canary there on that little out route, but they played it smart.
Yeah, I think they're willing to give us that underneath. Definitely keeping an eye on Sam on that play. Had, like you're saying, 2 guys, really a third guy in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they did. It might be time to get Maddox back there and see if he can get something going from the running back position. Right now they're doing everything they can just to not let Sam beat them, and it's working.
Paxton McCreary in now. Throwing to Sam now. Just give him the ball and let him run with it.
Nice job there.
Yep, that's going to be a first down. Good block there by Canary to get him to the sticks.
Yeah, Cade kind of got him about an extra 5 yards there, just getting in somebody's way. That didn't look like it had much right off the start, but Sam's so fast. He created it pretty much just with his speed.
He looked up the field or back towards the middle just a half a second and then sprinted out here to the sideline, got the first down. 1st and 10. We're on the Rambler side of the field.
We definitely needed it.
3 receivers to the far side. Got Sam here on this near 50-yard line. Looking to throw over there to Dylan Bryan. Good catch this time.
Nice, Dylan.
Going to get another first down.
Yeah, they had that earlier, and Nick's throw was a little too low for him. This time it was right where he needed to get it. He split kind of 2 defenders and got up there and got about 11 or 12 yards.
There's Davin Wilson over there in the slot that gave him a good block, sealed off the defender. Let Dylan get a first down. Davin, just a sophomore, one of our basketball guys. He's a really tough kid. Had a good block on that play.
Yeah, he's been trying to get over an injury too. So nice to see him out there.
Got twins to both sides. Got them really spread out here. Going to run it up the middle with Paxton. Got a few yards on it.
A little delay there. It looked kind of funky again, like we might have had some movement, but no call. He might have got 3.
Yeah, we'll call it 2nd down and 7.
And they got it 6 on the board, but it looks like a long 6 for sure.
2nd down, 6.
Twins again, both sides. Got a
That-
flag coming in. Looks like it's going to be another handoff to Paxton. Basically the same play.
It was identical, and I thought he moved the first time. That doesn't help.
Moves us back 5. Going to bring up 2nd and 11 or 12 now.
So we take 1 step forward and a couple of back. We can't afford to do that right now as we're trailing.
8 minutes left in this contest. Need to do something quickly. Looking to throw. Looking at Dylan Bryan here. He's got the catch, but he's wrapped up immediately.
They're a little late on that whistle. His forward progress was stopped, and they let 2 more guys come in there and get shots at him. And we're lucky he was able to hold on to the ball.
Spotted at the 34, so it's 3rd down. We've got to get to about the 27.
It's 7. It's about 7 yards. I'd say it's 2 down territory for sure.
Yeah, we're in that area of the field too. See if that affects the play calling at all here. Probably got 2 downs at it. Looking to throw. That's Sam. He's hit immediately, and the ball is dislodged.
Nice play right there in the secondary. Yeah. They brought some pressure, but it didn't get to Nick. Made a pretty good throw, but that defender was right there about as soon as Sam caught it.
Yeah, I thought we might go a little more conservative there to run the ball, thinking he had 2 downs at it, but our coach is taking a shot, just figuring I guess we'll just take 2 shots, try to get the first down. So had it there, and God, that LaFayette Rambler made a good hit, knocked the ball loose.
Yep. We had them outnumbered over here on the right side with, I counted 4 of our guys against 3 of there. I thought we might run it that way and see if we could get, like you said, half of it or so. Sam was open. It's just a good play. They made a good play on it.
We're going to call a timeout here on this 4th down and 7 call. We're going to think it over, make sure everybody's on the same page. 7:08 left in this game. Heritage 22, Lafayette 27. Huge play coming up here, 4th and 7. The Generals down 5, 7 minutes to go. 3 receivers to the far side. Looking to throw over the middle. Dylan Bryan with the first down.
Attaboy, Dylan. Goodness gracious, blow the whistle. Thank you.
So that's going to get the first down, get us inside the red zone. A huge conversion there. Nick Hansen to Dylan Bryan.
That was a laser beam Nick threw in there that time.
That might have been your ball game if we didn't pick that one up, the way the Ramblers offense has been working.
Yeah, definitely a big time play, big time throw and catch for Dylan. He knew he was going to get hit, and he held on to it.
1st and 10, here we go. The offense moving. Looking to throw again. Screen pass.
Got it set up.
Well
They might
timed
score
call.
it.
That's going to be a touchdown. Maddox Rose to the house on a screen.
That was perfect, Kevin. That set up nicely. 3 of our big uglies out there. paved the way right to the end zone for Maddox.
Kobe McAllister, Derek Gibson out there. I couldn't see the other guy. Beautiful play call, beautiful
Sure was.
execution.
We love that play, and they executed it really perfectly, and they're probably going to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game.
28-27 right now. We've got a 1-point lead. 6:31 left on the scoreboard.
This would be huge if we could convert it. I saw the Falcons one time leading the game late against the Chiefs, and they had one picked off and ran back for a 2, and we lost the game by 1 point. But that's only the Falcons can do that. We're going to line up in that weird formation here. Oh, no, we're not. Spread out.
3 receivers to the far side. Looks like Maddox Rose at tailback. Looking for a slant.
Open.
Got a man open. Dylan Bryan again.
Believe it was. What a move by Nick right there. He kind of pump faked out wide, and all the defense went that way, and then he was wide open right there in the slot.
We fooled Lafayette's defense on that one. Dylan Bryan slips behind him for the 2-point conversion. Is going to make it a 3-point game with 6:31 left in the contest down here in Lafayette, Georgia. Heritage 30, Lafayette 27. What a big drive by our offense, converting on 4th down and 7. Leads to a touchdown. We regain the lead with 2-point conversion, making it 30-27. The ball's out. The ball's out.
I think we might have got it, Coach.
There's a weird tackle there. The ball carrier went down very awkwardly.
Man,
the ball's out. We come away with it. It is the Heritage ball.
Big Dylan Bryan came out there with it.
It's the man of the match so far for my money.
Woo!
Him and Sam, anyway, have been making plays. Dylan, this second half, though, just kind of taking over, saying, get on my shoulders, boys. We'll go to the promised land.
Wow, that was humongous right there.
Wow, the ball spotted right on the 34-yard line. Maybe the 33. Now our offense has a chance to kind of get us back on top. But 2 scores if we can punch it in. 6:25 left in the game. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Looking to run it here. That's Maddox Rose. Pretty good gain on 1st down.
That sure was. He got right on the back of one of our blockers there. I can't tell. It might have been Derek Gibson. Got about 6 or 7 yards.
I think you caught it a drive or 2 ago. Maybe lean on Maddox a little bit, run the ball. Here at crunch time.
They wanted to buy him some time, by not making him play some offense. But right now I think you got to get him out there.
Had a big play on the screen pass. And 5:48 left in the game. We're going to looking to throw here. That's Jackson Martin.
Wow. That was dangerous.
Looking for Jackson Martin there. Couldn't quite get it blocked up. Lafayette in there making things difficult.
Yeah,
3rd down.
That corner read it right. And, man, if that's a little lower, that wouldn't have been pretty. 3rd down, I don't know. What do you think about Britton from here? That's a long kick.
It'd be a 43, 44-yarder. He can do it.
Might be 2 down territory, though.
It's 3rd and 4 from here. So barring a disaster here. Looking long. He's open. He got it. Dylan Bryan again?
Yeah, they faked that wide receiver screen again and then pumped it, and then that popped him wide open deep there.
Dylan Bryan with a huge game. A touchdown last week and comes back tonight with, is that his 2nd or 3rd one?
It's his 2nd one, and I picked him up on the waiver wire this week in our fantasy football, so that's going to help me out.
Coming up clutch down the stretch here, Nick Hansen throwing the ball beautifully.
Yeah, that was perfect. Good ball fakes on that 2-point conversion by Nick, and then on that one.
So Britton on the kick. It's 36-27 now. This will make it a 10-point game. It is good. So that's where we stand with 5:31 left in the game. Heritage 37, Lafayette 27. Huge turn of events in the game. It's 4th and 7, and Lafayette's up 1, and they're about to get the ball back. We convert. Hit Maddox Rose on a screen pass, score the touchdown, regain the lead. Lafayette fumbles the ensuing kickoff, and we go right back to Dylan Bryan for another touchdown. It's a 10-point game all of a sudden. So an 11-point swing in just a matter of minutes. And here's Lafayette with a pretty good return.
A good tackle there by Dylan Bryan.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, that was awesome. He had some room out there, had Dylan not been there.
That was Taylor, and he's quick. Trey Taylor on the return.
Britton didn't get it in the end zone there. He got to about the, 3 or 4, and they raced it out here to about the 37. So about a 32, 33-yard return. Could have been more if Dylan wouldn't have got him by the leg.
So just over 5 minutes left in the game. 10-point lead for the Generals. Fayette in trouble now. They're going to have to score quickly. Ramsey on the keeper, looking for space. He's got 6 or 7 yards, but they're going to need some big chunks if they're going to come back on us.
Yeah, their offense really isn't built for that, but they've had some quick scoring drives here the last, 10, 12 minutes of this game. They haven't been doing it throwing it. They've been doing running it. They've been doing it by the run, the ground attack.
Up the middle with Clements. He's near the first down, but just a little short. Bring up 3rd and a couple feet.
Yeah, it's obviously 2-down territory now. They got 2 chances to make this yard.
Time of factor, we've got about 4.5 minutes left. And they don't throw it a lot, so it doesn't stop the clock if you have any incompletions. This is Ramsey with a first down.
Don't do that, Jackson. Well, he didn't bring him down. They could have called a horse collar there on Jackson Martin, but he let him go.
Yep, he let up. Didn't yank him down. That is a first down, and they get out of bounds. It stops the clock at 4:25 left in the game.
Yeah, that's at least the second time I've noticed Jackson on this corner. Ramsey's so fast. I mean, he's kind of getting out. He can't afford to get outflanked there, and that's the second time he's let him get outside. That's easy to say up here, though. Down there, that guy's quick.
Yeah. He is quick. Looking again here. He's got some room up the middle. Another first down. Making people miss. Sam's going to bring him down, but he's across the 15-yard line. So Lafayette is moving quickly.
Yeah, they are. There's still 4 minutes left in this game. They haven't thrown one pass, and they moved the ball about 50 yards here.
Less than a minute, really, about a minute off the clock.
That's way too much. If you're in prevent, that's too much, and we can't go prevent against this. We got to stop this run.
Chain's awfully slow getting set over there. Clock finally runs. Ramsey gives to Taylor up the middle.
Wow. Brown just
same play they've been running.
Yeah, he just wiped him out there. It looked like he might score. Out of nowhere came Zach Brown.
About a 3-yard gain. The clock does run under 4 minutes now.
They still have 2 timeouts, so a touchdown or field goal either way. It's a one-score game.
They still need to move quickly there. Ramsey
Oh,
making
he
people
had
miss.
him. Oh,
Ramsey
my
making people miss and making plays.
Goodness gracious.
He shook loose of a tackle and then just ran by everybody. It's 37-33.
Yeah, they should
4-point game.
should go for one here. It looks like that's what they're doing.
Stuttered out to kick it.
We had him 4 yards deep there.
Sure did.
Got a little bit of a Michael Vick kind of look to him. This guy, he can turn any play into a big play.
On to kick it again to Stuttered. He's been good so far tonight. Another high kick, and it is good. It's a 3-point game, 3:36 left. Back and forth we go. Looks like we have the Ramblers dead to rights, and they move down the field in just about a minute and a half and score. It's a 3-point game, 37-34. Don't go to bed yet, folks. We have a ball game yet to be determined. 3:36 on the clock. Heritage 37, LaFayette 34. Both teams doing it different ways. Heritage been able to go to the air. It's been mostly Dylan Bryan here the second half for Heritage. Got Maddox Rose on the screen pass.
Looks like they're going to kick it deep.
It is a deep kick down to the corner.
Got to get on it. You
Yeah,
got to
we
get
gotta-
on.
we
You got to
gotta-
get on it.
We got to play that ball. We're gonna
Oh
pick it up
my
at the
gosh.
2. I think he stepped out.
Now
of
we got a
bounds.
chance. Oh,
Oh my goodness! So we're gonna
hey,
be pinned
that's
deep. We're gonna be pinned deep here after we thought it was gonna go out of bounds and it didn't. It died about the 1.5 yard line. Dylan Bryan picks it up. I thought he might have stepped out on the 1, but they didn't blow it dead. He gets out to the 12 before he's pushed out of bounds.
what a kick, man. That thing died in there like a Tiger Woods pitch.
Yeah,
Pitching wedge.
60-degree sand
Goodness
wedge there.
gracious.
Right near the pylon, right there in the corner.
I thought Dylan was going to leave it there for a second. He was smart to get it. He was hoping it'd go
Well,
out of bounds. It just wouldn't ever turn over one more time. And now,
This field does have a pretty big crown on it. I was down there, and you could almost – it was hard to see across the field. It was such a big crown, but that ball did not go out of bounds at all. Just died right there. Maddox Rose, quarterback
Get down,
keeper.
Nick.
So Nick's going to keep it and get 4 yards. I feel like he could have had more there. Faked me out a little bit.
he lowered his shoulder and delivered a blow. That's scary because it was his right shoulder.
Got 4 yards on it. Lafayette's going to hang on to the timeout. They got 2 timeouts. If they stuff us here, they'll probably use one.
Yeah. Nick's ran that a couple of times and got some good yardage out of it. This scares me.
He hadn't run it a lot this year, but he can run it. He's very effective. It's an extra dimension that defenses have to be ready for. Maddox Rose this time.
A little more conventional. He's not down yet. He should get that extra yard there where they sling him over the top. He's out to about the 19 or 18.
Lafayette hanging on to the timeout. Now they're going to call it. This is to be 3rd down and about 3, maybe 4. With 2:39 left in the game. We're up 3, trying to hang on to that lead. lot of success this half throwing the ball, but here we are and got Lafayette up against the clock with only one timeout left, I believe. 3rd and 3. Do we run it? Do we try to throw for it? Looking to throw, but we got a timeout. Generals. So I think both teams are down to 1 now. Coach Slaughter saw something he wasn't real comfortable with.
Yeah, you might as well burn it there, I guess, but that kind of showed he was going to roll out there to that far side and try to get a little out route. I guess Lafayette had it covered up pretty good, so he went ahead and took it. I'm like you, Kevin. We talked about it in that last break. I think you got to run it and make them use their timeout, but they've been pretty good at stuffing us on the run, so it's a good chess match going on right now between the two head coaches.
The scoreboard, Bank of Lafayette scoreboard still has Lafayette with 2 timeouts. I'm pretty sure they're down to 1, but
I don't remember them calling the other one. I know they had 2 when they called the last one, that said, so who knows.
I believe we are down to 1 left after this one. So Lafayette defense, they've had a few of these moments in the game where they've come up big. Of course, we've had a few big conversions on 3rd and even a 4th down conversion, 4th and 7. So back and forth, both teams making plays at big moments.
Looks like Sam's got his helmet off over there. He's not going to be a part of this play, it doesn't look like. So I guess Dylan Bryan would be your number 1 receiver here if we do throw it. I still like to give the ball back there to Maddox and see if we can block him one time here.
Got Davin Wilson to this near side end. Looking to throw. We got him scrambled. Nick's scrambling now, looking to throw to Dylan Bryan.
I think
He's
he caught
got
it. What a catch.
He was hit a little too early and still came up with the catch.
Wow. What a play by Nick and Dylan there. Nick had pressure right. I don't know how he got rid of it. That guy was right on his back when he threw it.
He was running full speed and then let it fly.
That's crazy good by those two. Good play by Lafayette coming with that pressure. They just couldn't get to Nick. Nick made a play with his legs there and his arm.
2:17 and counting on the clock. That's going to just about do it here. Again, Lafayette, they show 2 timeouts left. They've got either 1 or 2.
Well, you got to run it here, and we're still in that little pistol formation.
It does appear to be Maddox Rose in the backfield. Give to him.
Just need ball security here. They're trying to, like, tear him in half. That's got to be a penalty. I think it is.
Yeah, they're coming in with a flag on this play.
They had Maddox in the air, one guy pulling from his head, one guy pulling the other way with his foot, and Lafayette's own team is after the ref over here. 18 is in a heated argument with the side judge. Yeah, that's going to move it up here, what, Kevin, about the 45.
Yeah, it's going to give us a first down. 1:51 on the clock. So Lafayette running out of time. Heritage with a 3-point lead. Huge 3rd down conversion. Nick Hansen to Dylan Bryan. Dylan's been doing it this whole half. Nick's been making some awesome throws this half.
I just knew they had him sacked right there from the blind side. You never know what's going to happen when you get hit from back there. I don't know if Nick knew he was there or not, but he sure did get out there and make the play.
So 1st and 10. Clock's running down to 90 seconds.
I'd like Nick to look at the center there. I don't like him looking over there in case it's snapped.
Yeah, they're trying to run that clock down as far low as they can.
Yeah, we snapped it last week against Ridgeland in that situation. He caught it, and they hit the running back for a fumble. They're not calling a timeout, which leads me to believe they only have 1 left, even though it says on the board 2. I wouldn't even hand it off, Kevin. I'd just take it and kneel it.
Yeah, I think they're out of time. They might be able to stop it again.
If they can stop it once, we can't just kneel it, I guess. But I definitely wouldn't worry about struggling for any extra yardage here. He kept it.
He's going to stay in bounds, which is smart. Let that clock run. Lafayette will use a timeout. Third. So 38.5 seconds left. We're up 3.
It's victory
Third down and
formation.
6. We should be able to kneel on it. The scoreboard has Lafayette with 1 timeout, but I think they have 0. Victory formation, Nick Hansen. Huge second half. He's going to lead the Generals to victory here. Dylan Bryan, a huge hero. Sam made some plays early on in the game. And Maddox Rose on a screen pass for a touchdown. This is going to run the clock out on the Ramblers. Good effort by Lafayette tonight and challenged the Generals. Gave us all we wanted. We definitely had to earn this one, and we will earn it. We'll go to 4-2 on the season. This will make us 1-1 in the region. Again, we'll have homecoming back at Jeff Sims Field next week. Pickens County Dragons going to come in. They'll be 2-0 in the region, and we'll be looking to get a big win over them on homecoming week. So we'll see you next week, folks. Your final score here from Lafayette: Heritage 37, Lafayette 34.